If you or I were plantation slaves in Cuba in 1859, our worth could be calculated, just like a horse or a cow or a chicken. We would be human working stock, chattel owned by our master. The value of our life was set by law at $1,000 per human being, which is about $28,000 in today's currency. A large plantation might have around 200 slaves, with a human value in today's currency of over $5 million. All of this horrified abolitionist Richard Henry Dana, who wrote a book about Cuba in 1859, To Cuba and Back. Dana was an interesting man who didn't sit on the sidelines when he witnessed injustice. When U.S. Congress passed the Fugitive Slave Act in 1850 to force slaves back to their owners, desperate escaped slaves fell into the hands of sheriffs and other law officials who were bound by law to return them to their former owners. Richard Henry Dana was a highly respected American lawyer. He represented many of the fleeing former slaves in court, trying to keep them safely north any way he could. He represented these slaves free of charge, pro bono, as an act of human decency. Dana traveled to Cuba in 1859 on a so-called vacation, but he was really there to learn what was going on and to discover anything he could that might help his cause. To Cuba and Back is an adventure that takes us on a journey into the lazy heat of tropical cities, the strict lines of society, and the near lawlessness of the plantation. As Dana wrote in To Cuba and Back, the master is a policeman as well as an economist and a judge. His revolver and rifle are always loaded. He has his dogs, his trackers and seizers that lie at his gate. It is a country of little law and order, and what with slavery and free Negroes and low whites, violence or fraud are imminent and always formidable. No man rides far unarmed. Because Richard Henry Dana made his visit in 1859, 2 years before the American Civil War, we have an accurate picture of slavery in a strange land at the border of the United States, and yet a land so far different. To Cuba and Back by Richard Henry Dana is now an audiobook, read by Andre Stoica and published by Listen to Read. It is available at listentoread.com and everywhere audiobooks are downloaded.